In this video, I'm going to give you all the tips for hanging cabinets onto concrete walls. Come on, the tips are over here.
Okay, to get started, here are the tools you're going to want to have on hand. You're going to need a drill with a 1/4 inch drill bit, a hammer drill with a 3/16 inch masonry bit, and a driver with a 5/16 inch hex head attachment. You're also going to need concrete or masonry screws. The ones I have here are Tapcon screws from the big box store. Make sure to add a washer to each one of these screws for extra gripping power. Also make sure to grab a level too, we're going to need that. But before any of that matters, I need to get my cabinet up onto this platform. Because I already have base cabinets installed below, I built this spacer platform so my wall cabinets would be 18 inches above. Now, if you don't have that situation, you can always screw a 2x4 to the wall and use that as a ledge or a helping hand to set the back of your cabinet on as you attach it to the wall. To make sure I was perfectly centered, I centered the platform to the base cabinet and then centered the wall cabinet to the platform. I recommend removing the doors and the shelves, which is just going to make the cabinet lighter, and it's also going to protect the doors from getting damaged. Alright, next I'm going to jump up here and check everything for level. Everything should already be level, but it's definitely good to double check. Now with the 1/4 inch drill bit, I'm going to go ahead and drill pilot holes into the back of the cabinet. You should use an old or at least a cheap drill bit here because you're going to be running the tip into the concrete behind the cabinet, which might cause it to dull over time if you do it enough. Now I'm showing you this way because this is going to leave a little mark on the concrete wall, which is your way of knowing where that screw needs to go just in case you need to set the cabinet down before you install it or it shifts in any way while you're trying to install it. I'm making 6 pilot holes for this 48-inch cabinet. Next, I use the masonry bit and the hammer drill to extend the pilot hole into the concrete. I just use the pilot holes I drilled in the back of the cabinet as the guide. Now, you can do this with a standard drill and a masonry bit, but you're going to hate your life if you do that. A hammer drill is so much more efficient. I mean, it was made for this purpose, and it drills this hole into concrete in seconds rather than minutes. I then grab my driver and my Tapcon screws, and I begin fastening the cabinet to the wall. Now, word of caution here, it's super easy to overdrive these screws and strip out the hole. Just take it slow and stop driving once you feel the cabinet suck up flush to the wall. Now, if you do happen to strip out the hole, you do have a couple of options, one of which is to locate a larger diameter Tapcon screw, and the other one is to just go ahead and start over and drill a new hole. Now, having all 6 installed, I go ahead and relocate my platform to where my second cabinet will live and repeat the process. Now, another tip here, if you're adding these cabinets to concrete that is below ground, say in a basement, you're going to need to be mindful of the chance of water seeping through the wall. If that's your situation, I would recommend either sealing the wall with Drylok paint or adding a plastic sheet to the backside of the cabinet before installing it. This way the water can't come in contact with the back of the cabinet, causing mold issues or causing the wood to rot over time. And after install, I go ahead and vacuum up that nasty concrete dust. You don't want to leave that behind because it's bad to breathe in. Then I can go ahead and reinstall my shelves. And reattach the doors. Oh, and one more tip before you go. Always take doors on and off of cabinets by using the door side of the hinge. That way, when you reinstall them, they go back into the exact position that they were before. And that's it. My cabinets are securely fastened and ready to be loaded up.
Well guys, I hope you liked that video, and if you did, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up below and also leave a comment below if you have any questions about the video. Hit that logo icon and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Speaking of videos, I've got a couple other ones floating around up here that I think you guys would really enjoy, so make sure to check those out, and until next time, have fun in the shop.